So why don't you tell me a little bit about what brings you in today?
For an HIV test.
Okay, great. And no other STD testing today?
No.
Okay, perfect. Our HIV test is a rapid test that we run in the clinic today. I will just have to poke your finger to get some blood for the test, and then it takes 10 minutes to run. The test is really good for telling if you're negative, but if it did come back reactive, we would need to draw blood from you and send it to the lab for a confirmatory test.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Great. So then we just have a couple of questions to ask you. These we ask everyone, and they just help us to evaluate your risk.
Okay.
So have you had an HIV positive sex partner?
I have not.
Great. And are you an injection drug user?
I'm not.
And have you had sex with an injection drug user?
No, I haven't.
And do you exchange sex for money or drugs?
No.
And have you had more than one sex partner since your last HIV test?
No, I haven't.
And has your partner had more than one partner since their last HIV test?
No.
Great. So I'm just going to put peace of mind testing down because you are pretty low risk.
Okay.
We do like to encourage everyone to use a latex barrier like condoms if you have a new partner or partner whose status you don't know. It is the best way to prevent the spread of HIV.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to go get this stuff together for your test, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Thank you.
How do you do with needles?
Depends.
Okay.
On how big it is.
Have you ever passed out?
Yeah, but only from a lot of blood draw.
So not just like a little pokey thing?
No.
Okay, great. And are you right or left-handed?
I am right-handed.
Great, so I'll take your left hand from you.
Is it big?
Just like a little lancet, so you won't even see the needle.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, you're going to lay it here. So I'm just going to clean off your finger first with some alcohol. Let me let it dry off so it doesn't sting as much.
Okay.
Alright, and then it's going to be a really quick poke. Awesome. I just have to get a little bit of blood from it. Go ahead and put some pressure on that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you a Band-Aid in case you want it. And I'll go get the test started, and then I'll be back in about 10 minutes when it's done, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so your test was non-reactive, so that means that you do not have HIV, as long as you did not contract it in the last 3 months.
Okay.
Have you had any possible exposures in the last 3 months?
No.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of.
Great. So sometimes it takes sometimes up to 6 months to show up on an HIV test. So if you were to think that you've had an exposure in the last 3 months, we would just recommend you come back in 3 months. But if you haven't, then you don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions right now?
I don't.
Perfect. And can we help you with anything else today?
No, I think that's it.
Perfect. So then you're all done, and we'll just have you have a seat, and we'll collect your payment. Okay. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Of course.